Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us once again. This is our seventh episode in the series, The True and Hidden Origin of the Ewe People. In this episode, we will discuss the original people of Anatolia. The origin of the name Anatolia. Anatolia was the region that comprised the ancient northern Mesopotamia regions. Currently, it is a region that encompasses many nations including Western Romania, Turkey, Armenia, Southern Georgia, Western Azerbaijan, Northern Syria, Northern Iraq, and Northern Iran. According to the New World Encyclopedia, before the region became known as Anatolia, it was originally called Anadolu. However, it was changed through Hellenization, where the Greeks called it Anatole, which meant Eastern or the land on the east in the Greek language. Hellenization is the process by which non-Greeks adopt Greek culture, language, religion, and identity, either voluntarily or by force. It began in the 4th century before Christ, after Alexander the Great's conquest of the region. Later, around the 11th century after Christ, the Turks invaded the region and adopted the original name, but created a myth around it to interpret the name in the Turkish language as full of mothers. They said a couple of Turkish soldiers went to ask for water from an indigenous old woman in the area, and as the old woman poured out water into the cup got full, so the soldiers told the woman the cup was full. Hence, the name of the entire region became Anadolu, which means mother full in the Turkish language. Our question for the text is, what was the original name of the region before they got there? And why does their given name, Anadolu, as claimed, have to sound similar to the Greeks' Anatole? In other words, why do both names at really very different timelines have to sound almost the same? Was it that there was an original name that was the pivoting point that the Greeks Hellenized and the Turks have to create a myth around? Today, the Greeks and the Turks compete for the originality of the name Anadolu, as though they did not know that their forebears met dark-skinned Semites on the land when they invaded it. As supported by archaeological evidences to the effect that settlements within this region date as far back as the 7th millennium BC, the Greeks and Turks' forebears did not establish the Anadolu region. Neither did they found the ancient settlements in the region. They only changed their original names from time to time upon invasions, conquest, and most suggestively planned extinctions. The name Anadolu was the original name of the region before the Greeks Hellenized the region and before the Turks arrived in the 11th century after Christ. Therefore, the name is neither Greek nor Turkish, but purely ancient Hebrew language. Ancient settlements. The language of the name Anadolu is the same language of the names of many ancient settlements in the region, such as Gobekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, Efa, Kaleli Tepe, Kalonu, Arakli, Zolu, Kizil Tepe, Tepe, Sela, Seyran Tepe, Dogan, Kono Tepe, Sefa teƒe, Doganli, Doruklu, Seva, Akachike, Avoteƒe, Golu, Bovadzo, Azãvadzo, Keta, Varabla, Hobaji, Havi, Mechava, Gogava, Guguti, Okami, Jalisi, Bodavi, Aloti, Telavi, Machikata, Majava, Megava, Salim, Agadeve, Agbola, Avlevi, Atochi, Chagajo, Fioletovo, Kakavajo, Megajo, Kavi, Maku, Manavi, Vanajo, Jojo, and many more. These settlements can be found in the various countries that make up the region today, including Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Romania, Georgia, Syria, Iran, and Iraq. Many of these settlements date far back to and beyond the 7th millennium BC, that is to say, over 9,000 years, and their names are in the Semitic dialects of the ancient Hebrew language. Even though many scholars were of the view that the language of the original people of Anatolia got extinct by 100 BC, with some scholars suggesting that there are no surviving descendants of the original people of the region, it is rather divine that the language never got extinct, but actively resides with the descendants of Sem, whom God preserved through Ebe, through Abraham, through Jacob, through Judah, and through Selah. These are the Ewe people of West Africa, who have been purposefully divided in tiny bits among several countries including Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and others. They speak the Ewe language, which has many different dialects. Till date, the Ewe people have settlements in similar or exact names as these ancient settlements of their ancestors. Examples include Amejofe, Keta, Bolove, Avokliakofe, Koloenu, Dogankofe, Dogan, Avokofe, Seva, Agadovo Kofe, Akachi, Adaklu, Gavashi Kofe, Avalavi, Kliko, Vogan, Dodze, Agavado, and many more. Keta, Adaklu, and Amejofe were featured in Jacob Spear's original book, The Ewe People, published in 1906. And Anadolu is surname for many Ewe people today. Adam Tessisi says a lot in the Ewe language. Quite apart from similarities in the pronunciations and meanings of the names of these ancient settlements in the Anatolia region compared to the settlements in Efeland today, there are similarities between the architectural designs of the ancient structures of Anadolu and those of early Ewe settlements in West Africa. These architectural similarities include contiguous structures with really small lanes in between, as mentioned by Sutton Lloyd 2024 in Encyclopedia Britannica. This design can be seen in ancient Ewe settlements such as Anyako and other towns in the Volta region of Ghana, as well as in Jerusalem, Israel. Another architectural similarity lies in the flat roofing designs of some ancient settlements of the Anadolu region, as revealed by archaeologists. Setor H.E. Lloyd suggests that some ancient Anadolu settlements had flat roofs, bearing close resemblance to ancient Ewe settlements such as Akpafu and its environs. Akpafu flat roofs were again mentioned by Jacob Spears in the original version of his book, The Ewe People. And many other archaeological analysts suggest that some settlements were made of clay cast on wood, whilst others were of clay or mud cast on stones, and yet others were of sun-dried clay bricks. These structural formations resonate with ancient Ewe settlements or structures of Atakpame or Beho, where clay is cast on wood or stones. So, quite evidently, the name of the region, the names of ancient settlements within the region till today, as well as structural designs of the settlements, point to the fact that the ancestors of the Ewe people were the original Anatolians. We have so much to tell. Join us in our next episode where we will delve into the life of ancient people of Anadolu, their cultures, journeys, and political experiences. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to come your way soon. Bye.